welcome to the United States of Paranormal Podcast. Sit down and buckle up for an enlightening ride through everything cryptid, creepy, and paranormal.
Hello, all of my paranormal freaks out there. It is I, Golden J, hanging out with
the Rocket Chick
and
JDubb.
And this is the United States of Paranormal. Thank you for listening. Thanks for tuning us in. I hope you're enjoying your 1st of August as it rolls through here, and you're preparing for fall to come breaking through at any point. That's right. Fall is on the way, which means it's football season!
Woo! Yay!
What's going on, guys? How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Doing
doing good.
Just doing good.
Just
doing.
Okay, then. I mean, what does that mean exactly? Our listeners like, they're just doing good.
Oh, no, they understand.
You've been in a room with me for the last 2 hours, and this is...
My ears are burning. It hurts. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't you love the sound of my voice?
Love it.
I knew it.
I sure do.
I like the sound of my own voice.
We know you do. Everybody knows you do.
Yeah.
Really? Thanks, guys.
They all, yeah. Listeners, tell them. You know.
The United States Paranormal at gmail.com.
It is I, Golden J.
Hey, listen, ISOCAM says that every time that he
says it with you.
He says it with me. So.
I do listen to what you say. I really
I do the whole head bob thing like you.
It is I. I try to keep them different. My intro's different, but Golden Image Podcast is kind of the same. And I don't know. I got a different one for Golden 80s and a different one for Indiana Chiefs fans. So,
well, hey, I'm proud of you.
I like to be diverse of difficulty. Wait, what is that? I don't even know. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning us in. We love our listeners. We love all the emails we've been getting. We're going to get to some emails here in just a couple minutes. But first, how was your birthday celebration? How was your cake that we ate?
Oh, I love the cake. Yeah, it was good.
It's good.
Good cake.
Yeah.
You did good.
Good cake.
Yeah.
But Jen brought us another treat. A cute little, teddy bear thing. And she was feeding it to my dog earlier, so I'm a little scared to eat it.
Okay,
it's like a doggy treat.
Let me give you a backstory on this thing.
It's like a doggy treat?
So there is a pet store that has a wall of just dog treats, and then you can buy all the other stuff for your animal. These are organic. So everything is made with organic material and has cranberries. And they look like little teddy bears.
Oh, they're adorable.
They're adorable.
Yeah.
You almost see through them.
So I thought...
Really?
We could sample these. I'm not a big cranberry fan, but...
We're going to... Okay.
All right, well,
No, we're going for it. They're really soft. I don't think they'd be crunchy.
This is us chewing. Enjoy.
ASMR.
Okay, so it's not terrible, but I don't think I want another one.
The cranberry really pops, doesn't it?
Yeah. But it's not like I've tried like milk bones, and it's like, oh, that's a dog treat.
I've never tried a milk bone.
You never tried a milk bone?
No.
Boy, wow, that went in a direction that I wasn't prepared for. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I don't know that I'm going to go buy a box of them to eat while I'm watching a movie or anything.
Well, Ozzy loved them. He kept begging for them.
Yeah.
Yep. But they have cranberry, they have blueberry, they have pumpkin.
Son of a bitch! Now we're going to have to go to
Jeremy,
the pet store.
yeah, he's just going to be buying.
I just want to sample them. Can you get human samples while you're in there?
Be like, I don't know if my dog would eat this. I got to try it first.
I got to try it. Yeah. Well, as you well know, my dog is fucking spoiled. So if you're eating something, he's got to have some of it. I don't care what it is. And he sits there and he whines and he almost meows, to be honest, doesn't he?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
But like, I'll sit down with a little thing of ice cream or whatever, and he knows at the end, I'll give him the last spoonful of it. And, oh yeah, he'll just sit there and watch me until he sees me go to like move to get up, and he knows that he's getting in.
You need to do one of those videos with that song.
What?
Wasn't it by the Police or Sting or somebody that I'll be watching you?
Oh, yeah.
That song. You need to do a video of her with
Eating
Ice cream and
Every
Ozzy just-
move
yeah.
you make.
Yeah. Every bite you take.
Oh, we could do all kinds of videos of that song. Like if I go into the kitchen and grab a bag of chips and take it back to the studio or something, yeah. As soon as you head towards the kitchen, he is up from wherever he's laying, and he runs in there and he watches you to see what you're getting, and then he'll follow me all the way back to the studio and just sit underneath my chair and stare at me. Just sit there until I give him something. He's spoiled beyond words, but
He
you
is.
know,
That's
He
funny.
is.
yeah. But he loved those. I mean, he.
Yeah.
He was like up in your lap, like, I know you got more in that bag because I can fucking see them.
Yeah. He knew that. I said, I have to save 3, but you can have all the rest of them.
He got quite a few. He got quite a few, so he shouldn't be upset that we ate the last 3. But
No.
actually, it wasn't that bad. I was kind of expecting more of a bland, but that cranberry definitely popped. It's still in there. I still taste it.
Yeah.
You still taste it?
No.
No, not at all. You rinsed it out with the Sprite there, did you?
My taste buds still aren't the same, so.
Oh yeah. She's
takes a
been.
while to-
She's still not got her taste buds back since COVID.
Huh.
Go figure
And
that
I
one.
didn't have COVID that bad. And that was like 2 years ago, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
The smell's still not right. I still can't smell fiberglass.
Well, that's just a fucking.
It's
You're
terrible.
nose blind to that. I mean,
well.
come on.
I smelled Shasta's fart last night, so I know mine's back.
Well, so I took Ozzy on Tuesday for his quote unquote spa day, where he gets his hair cut and gets a bath and nails and
Blow dried.
and he fucking loves the blow dryer. I mean, absolutely loves the blow dryer. He just gets on. So we get back and they bring him back out, and he gets in the car and we're driving home, and he fucking shit. Well, he farted. He didn't shit.
I was going to say, what?
He
No,
didn't
didn't.
shit. He farted in it, and it was so bad. And we're stuck in the car because you can't roll the windows down because
It's hot.
it's hot. So, yeah, I was stuck with an Aussie fart in my car. It was absolutely terrible.
I have a story for you then.
Okay.
So, like every weekend we go to the campground, and Shasta, my dog, will not poop anywhere but the house. So 7:00 in the morning, she gets down and wants to go out. So then I get up and I take her home and to do chores and stuff. All the way home, she's hotboxing me with her farts. And you can hear them because they're like big old man farts.
Yeah, you played us a video that you taken. I remember.
Oh my God. And then we get home and she jumps out and she takes a big shit. But she's like you. She won't shit anywhere but the house.
I love it.
Me and your dog have
love it.
a similar brain. It's all good.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Any reason? I mean, do you think that she won't drop deuce at the
No,
campground?
I don't know. I would take her for a walk. There's a big area that we walk. We walk laps. She'll pee, but she will not poop.
Huh.
7:00 every morning that we're there. She's like, I'm ready to go home.
I need to take a
crazy.
shit.
And then she hotboxes me all the way home. And I don't understand why dog farts are so hot in your nose. Like,
That is
they're
a good
hot.
question. Yeah. It's got to be something with some sort of ammonia type thing like a cat has or something.
I don't know, but that's horrible. Like burns your nose.
Well, here's what you do. This coming weekend, when you're taking her back home, just hotbox her.
I wish I could. She wouldn't care.
She'd be like,
Like
oh,
That's nice. That's nice.
Well, then when she's farting, it makes me have to poop. It's like I have to floor it all the way home.
Secretly, Jen can only poop at home too.
Yeah. Now you know.
Oh
no. Oh no.
Wait.
Believe me.
We know she can poop somewhere else.
Every time I see her in the last week, it's always been like, I got to go to the bathroom. It's like, okay, I'll wait until you get back. And then me and Lindsay talk about how she's blowing the.
But I do have a story about that.
About blowing up the toilet?
Yeah, I stopped at the gas station to get a pop and a water.
Okay.
After work today, and I'm like pulled in. I stopped, and I see this lady fly in, and she stops, and she's like doing something in her car. So I'm walking in. I'm back at the refrigerator area, and she is like sweating bullets, and she's walking straight to the bathroom. She looks at me, and we make eye contact, and I go, "I feel you." I was like, "I feel you."
You knew what was going on.
I knew.
Oh my!
Because I've been there.
It's there's been times that you just can't take it anymore, and you've got to get there, and you got to get there quickly, or else it's going to be bad news. I always find that if I'm coming home, the closer I get to home, the worse it gets. So
and then once you see the toilet, it's like, hello.
Yeah. My buddy Scotty G used to do that when you take bike trips. Every time we get close to another Harley store, it'd be like, I gotta take a shit. And I'm like, really? Really? We'd be like 2 miles out, and he's like, it's like, oh, he's got his shit. He knows we're getting close.
Oh my God, that's funny.
There you go, Scotty T. That's your shitting story. I think maybe one time he actually peed himself on the bike by accident.
Oh my God.
I could be wrong.
Oh my God.
It was probably you.
It wasn't me. No, it wasn't me.
It was you.
It was me. It was raining hard. Yeah.
In your pants.
In my drawers. Listen, we got some emails to get to.
Woo!
We're done with the shit talk for a while.
Ah, the shit talk.
Yeah, sorry guys.
This is from Amanda. I haven't heard any stories of the St. Louis Cemetery in Louisiana where the voodoo priestess Maria Laveau
Yeah.
is buried. I'm also wondering if y'all have done a story yet on Jacques Street German. Oh, I'm sorry, not street, it's Saint. I'm so sorry. Who was said to be a resident vampire who moved to New Orleans in 1902.
We haven't done any vampires.
We haven't.
But I do have some, I did cemeteries before, I looked up New Orleans stuff, so I do have some.
That's a good one.
All right. I'm going to write all this down.
Please do.
By the way, I love y'all's podcast. I listen to it every day while at work. I am an Amazon driver in Houston, Texas.
Woo-hoo! I love Amazon.
Listen, we love our Amazon drivers.
Yeah.
They deliver a lot of stuff to us.
Amanda, I did email you back. I hope you got it. Like I said, I did tell the rocker chick about it, and she's going to look into it and dig up some more like she just said. So, all right.
Look for it in future episodes.
Future. But yeah, I the voodoo priestess. And that's got to be fucking interesting right there, I would think.
Oh, yeah. New Orleans altogether is a spirit centralized location.
It's true. It is very true. So, yeah, Amanda, thank you so much for the email. Thanks for the love and the support. Keep listening while you're out delivering those packages.
Yes. And tell all your delivery people to listen to.
Yeah. Listen to TUSOP.
Yeah. Write it on their boxes.
Yeah. Send her some stickers, Jeremy. She can put them on the boxes.
I don't have that many stickers. Everywhere she goes.
Send her some Sharpies.
Yeah, there you go.
What the heck is this?
Hey, I wonder if I get a stamp made for her and she could just stamp it on
There
it.
you go.
There we go.
Oh, we might be onto something there. Hey, yeah. I like that idea. All right, so our next email is from
Yes.
North Carolina.
Ooh, I love that.
It says, hello from North Carolina. I want to make sure I get this right. This is from Medi.
Medi.
Yes. Said, hi, guys. I guess a quick intro. My name is Medi. I'm from France, but I live near Asheville, North Carolina.
I've been there.
Have you really?
Yes, we went on spring break.
Really?
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. I have been interested in paranormal since kid. I remember reading a monthly magazine called X Factor, not the kind I would steal from my dad a few years later. I got older and didn't really keep up with the paranormal except for watching the greatest movie ever made and my favorite, Ghostbusters. Yeah.
Yes. I love that one.
That was until I started a new job as a delivery driver and was looking for a podcast to listen to. Found one that I just started. It was you, Golden J.
Yeah.
See, I'm even making it into emails. Come
That's
on,
awesome.
amazing.
I want to, and it was you, the Rocco chick. And it was you, JDubb.
You guys get all kinds of love. Come on. Yeah. Since then, I got back into it and started looking at what's happening around here in North Carolina. Bigfoot is pretty big here. My warehouse mascot is a Bigfoot. Lots of people have Bigfoot wood cutouts in their yards and the festival in Marion, North Carolina. In my country, Haywood, in my county, county. In my county, Haywood, there's a big legend of the Boojum, 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 Boojum. Even a brewery named after it. From what I can tell, it's pretty much a version of Bigfoot. He apparently loves pretty girls and precious gemstones that can be found in western North Carolina. So, Boojum.
Boojum.
That's going to go into the whole Bigfoot thing.
Maybe
that I'm
he's a
working on.
naked Bigfoot.
He's just got a big boojum. Shake that boojum. Shake, 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 shake. Anytime you get JDubb going, I lose concentration on everything I'm doing. I am looking at more of a local lore and will likely email you more possible stories for you.
Sweet.
Definitely do that. If you ever do international stories, I have a few from France.
Yes.
I love the show, and you guys are great to listen to. I do want to thank you for bringing back my interest in the paranormal.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. That would be a good one for, like for when people record themselves and send in their story.
Oh, yeah,
That would
definitely.
be awesome. Yeah.
I know this email is already long, but I've been watching paranormal shows on streaming, and a question came to me. And I actually emailed him back, and I was like, I don't have an answer for this, but I wanted to bring it to you two and see what you guys thought, okay?
We got to use our brain.
You got to use your brain.
Brain.
This is not even the question of the show. So.
Oh, well, poo.
Dang. I turn my brain off when I leave work.
Oh,
so,
just wait till this question that I have for you coming up here in a minute. So there are so many different kinds of ghosts. There's orbs, shadows, light, white shapes. And do we know what that means? I immediately think of Ghostbusters when I see that. So the question is how are there so many different kinds of ghosts? The orbs, the shadows, the lights.
We're both looking at each other like,
I wonder if it's the amount of power that they have to manifest they only have enough power to manifest an orb, or they only have enough power to, manifest an apparition or a shadow.
Right.
Maybe it's just the power. I don't. Maybe.
So that's an interesting concept because I'm gonna get into this later, but the Perrin family book I'm reading.
Right.
When they bought the house, they wanted to see the electric bill because it was such an old house from the previous owner. Mm-hmm. and he showed him a year's worth of electric bills. All not bad. But when they moved in, their electric bill went up every month, like way over what the previous owners. And it was like the entities were taking the energy
Yeah.
and absorbing it so they could do more.
Yep.
And so I think that might be a lot of it. It's up to,
Yeah.
you know, the ghost. If you have more than one ghost, it's going to be
More power. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're gonna
and-
take away. Yeah.
you know, if
Well-
it's a newer ghost, it probably can't do very much. So it's a
Yeah, and then like Rocker Chick's story on
on that thing.
the triangle
Yeah.
with the
The
red-headed bearded hitchhiker,
Yeah.
where she pulled over to pick him up, and her battery died in her car.
Yep. Yeah, very much so.
So
yeah.
like he used all the
draining
energy
energy.
from it to get his hand to go to the door, and then he vanished.
Well, and you see that a lot in the paranormal shows where their batteries and their cameras will die. And well, they always claim that they're brand new batteries. You know, they were just freshly charged.
I
but
just switched these.
every time. He also, we swapped back and forth emails. He said, I'll email soon with some stories from France as well. And I can't wait to hear what the fantastic ladies of TUSOP have to say. So,
So
everybody-
it isn't just Golden Jay.
Meddy, thank you so much for the email. And we're absolutely looking forward to hearing more stories from France and what you got going on down there in North Carolina.
Yes.
All right, so I have one more. This one actually came as a Facebook message
Nice.
from somebody who actually follows us on Facebook. And I got to find it here. Hold on. This is from the Straw Man. And we've talked about the Straw Man before. He's emailed us before and sent us stuff. And he said, I just listened to the episode, and as soon as you said Glimmer Man, I automatically thought of Liberace. I'd be way more scared of finding Liberace in the woods.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You know, it's really cool. Mason has definitely been a longtime listener and a lot of back and forth between me and him because he's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan and we've had lots of conversations about the Chiefs and the Steelers. So, Mason, thanks again for reaching out. You know, I love it when you do that. And thank you for being a fan and a listener. And Amanda and Meddy, thank you guys for being fans and listeners and sending emails. And it's just awesome.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah. I might have Facebook stalked Mason a little bit. And
That's all right.
he just looks like he'd be a good hang. Just somebody really cool to hang out with for a weekend. And yeah. Love the emails.
Stalker, Jeremy the stalker.
I am. I'm fucking horrible. I like to see who our listeners are. I'm very intrigued. I mean, it's the same way with the people that listen to us and don't know what we look like, just what we sound like. So, that's the nice thing about having the pictures out on the UnitedStatesParanormal.com, where you can see a picture of us and see Jen's big smile.
Yep. The biggest smile.
Yeah. So thank you for the emails. Of course, we're still asking for you guys to record and send us your stories, your haunting stories, or whatever. I want to put together an episode of our listeners telling their stories, or maybe it was your grandma's story, or maybe it was your uncle's story. But we'd love to hear from you guys and
Please.
put together an episode. And then we'll react to each story. We'll do an episode where we play the clip, and then we'll talk about it. So,
Yeah.
super excited to see if we can get some of those. Excited. And as always, we are working on new things. I would love to hear how you guys feel about, say, like a Patreon type thing. What you guys would be interested in. What you want to be on there if we decided to do one. I want to make sure that if we do it, that the stuff that we put on there is something you guys would want. what would be interesting to you guys for us to do on a Patreon. So,
I'm sorry. What's a Patreon?
I will tell you later.
Okay.
We'll talk about that later.
All right.
So yeah, hit me up. United States Paranormal at gmail.com. And let me know what your thoughts on that is. Would you guys be interested in even doing one of those with us?
I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be fun. But we would have to keep it up and keep putting out content on there so that our listeners would, feel
I'm
like
sure
it.
we could put out. Yeah.
Oh. Jen says she's putting out. All right, let me ask you this.
Oh.
Oh, you're going to fucking love this one. You're going to love this one.
Okay. All right.
If you were a necrophiliac, which celebrity would you dig up?
Oh my God.
Paul Walker.
Oh, nice.
Nice,
Nice, yeah. Oh, the rocker chick is having issues with this
I
one.
am definitely.
I forgot to
having
answer
issues
this
with
one in
him.
my own head.
Well, you better be thinking about it.
I think it'd be like Aaliyah.
Oh, she was good.
She was great. Or
Tupac.
really? Mm-hmm. Interesting.
I like him.
You still got nothing? I didn't say you were a necrophiliac. I'm just saying, if you were. There's an if. Man, she has perplexed everybody.
I am.
Yeah.
I can't even think of any dead people that I
Would be attracted to. Paul Walker's a good one.
Paul Walker is a good
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Left Eye Lopez. Left Eye. Was her last name Lopez? From,
Well, you've thought about this pretty hard, haven't you?
I just want, there's so many attractive people who have died. What was the girl from, was it?
Brittany Murphy.
Oh, that'd be a good one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The girl that was Cassandra Poe, the one that was on American Idol, that
Cassandra Pope.
Pope.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was a very attractive girl, too. But yeah, I just went with attractive women who have passed away. That was all I went with. I just thought it was an interesting question, and you are perplexed. And I'm gonna let you off the hook.
I can't think of his last name. Randy Rhoads.
Oh,
how's that?
There you go.
There you go. That's all it can.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, we've babbled on here for way too long. Are we ready to get to our story?
Yes.
Sorry, gang. We went a little bit longer than we normally did with our banter, but it's email time. So, I love getting those emails out there. Thank you to the listeners again. Appreciate it. You're up there, Jay.
Jen is up.
All right.
Woo!
So this is going to be a little different than what I would normally do.
Okay.
And it's not really, it's not real scary, but it's, something you might think about. Are mermaids real?
Oh.
Are mermaids real? Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen video footage of a mermaid. I believe they're real 100%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Well, in mythology, mermaids have existed for thousands of years. The first myths of mermaids may have originated around 1000 BC. Stories tell a tale of a Syrian goddess who jumped into a lake to turn into a fish, but her great beauty could not be changed and only the bottom half of her transformed.
Oh.
Since then, many other mermaid stories have appeared in folklore from various cultures around the world. For instance, the African water spirit Mami Wata is a mermaid in form, as is the water spirit Lecirne, who is popular in folklore in the Caribbean islands.
Okay.
So throughout history, various explorers have reported sightings of mermaids. The most famous explorer was Christopher Columbus.
Wait, Chris Columbus cited he saw a mermaid?
Yeah.
Really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Christopher claimed to have spotted mermaids near Haiti in 1493. While he described as being not as pretty as they are depicted, somehow in the face they looked like men.
Oh.
That's not what I've ever heard, but Captain John Smith recalls seeing big-eyed, green-haired mermaid in 1614 off the coast of Newfoundland. Apparently, Smith felt love for her until he realized she was a fish from the waist down. Experts believe Columbus, Smith, and other mermaid spotting explorers really caught glimpses of human-sized marine mammals called manatees.
But I know manatees don't look like humans.
Well, they don't look like
on the
men
top
or
part.
women.
No.
There was one of the most famous and feared pirates in history has mentioned the possibility of mermaids in his logbook.
That the Dread Pirate Roberts?
Blackbeard.
Okay.
He had instructed his crew on several voyages to stay away from certain charted waters that he called enchanted. Because of the mermaids in these areas, Blackbeard and his crew
Really?
to stay away from certain charted waters that he called enchanted because of the mermaids in the areas that Blackbeard and his crew members had reported seeing.
That's fair. So, okay, go ahead.
So I have some eyewitness stories that I'm going to read to you that, it's kind of like, are they real? Are these people just with really good imaginations? So, in 1967, 1967, a ferry with tourists was astonished to spot a blonde mermaid on a beach. The people who saw this marine creature said that she seemed to be eating raw salmon while enjoying the splashing waves on her. A similar mermaid spotting incident was reported that same week, although a lot of the people didn't believe it was real. Charles White from the Undersea Gardens was desperate to prove her existence and offered a $25,000 reward for the mermaid's capture, even going as far as saying that he would offer a room for the mermaid with whatever she liked. Nobody was able to capture her or find her, and time passed, the story died. In Kauai, 1998, Jeff Leecher, a diver who is also a videographer at the Jack Diving Locker of Kauai, claims that he not only saw but came into brief contact with a mermaid. He was 20 minutes off the coast of Kauai when he saw what looked like a woman just 10 feet away, swimming with a pod of dolphins and keeping up with their fast pace, which he thought was obviously odd. She suddenly jumped into the air, revealing a fishtail.
He wasn't running video? I mean, damn it. See, that's why I don't talk.
What? You don't talk.
Whoa. There were 10 people on the boat that said they saw the same thing. They were only able to see her jump twice before she disappeared into the water. Leecher thought that was all, and he dived into the water to take some photographs of marine life, perhaps hoping he would get a capture of the mermaid too. An hour later, the same mermaid brushed against him while swimming away. Leecher quickly snapped images and was able to capture her in one photo as she swam away above them. The images were submitted to 3 high-profile photography labs, which analyzed them and said the images were real and hadn't been tampered with.
Wow.
However, I could not find this picture.
Really? Mm-hmm. Well, that's not cool.
Nope.
I want to see it.
I know. So we're going to Kiryat, Israel. This was a big one. It had the media and the public and the government all involved, trying to...
Not the government.
Yeah, trying to uncover the mysterious mermaid. In 2009, some onlookers said that there was a creature that resembled a young girl who would often be found on the beach doing tricks in the water. They kept seeing her for a number of days, but it took a while for the news to spread and reach the general public to get the government involved. When the government finally did get involved, they issued a $1 million reward for anyone who could provide solid proof of the mermaid's existence. Capturing the mermaid was not necessary, and a photo would suffice. Yeah. When the news was out, NBC got out to do some investigation of their own with a film crew at Kirat. While filming, they filmed morning and night above and below the waters, hoping to get some kind of footage of the mermaid. Then late one night, the crew claimed to have seen a human figure dipping into the water. The research crew did their best to follow the mermaid and capture it on camera, but it was they didn't get it.
No.
Yeah.
Come on.
The mermaid disappeared, and the crew was left without the proof, except for some findings and shots by bystanders of the mermaid dipping into the sea. All the footage by both the crew and the bystanders was transferred to the Center for Coastal Ocean Research in Los Angeles. I'm going to butcher this name, sorry. Michael Schatz, the center's director, examined the evidence and said that although it was impossible to clearly state that the figure in the footage is a mermaid, it still remained a high possibility. We need to go to Israel.
Okay.
The $1 million reward still stands, and tourists and locals are still on the lookout.
Wow. And what year was that?
2009.
2009. It's still, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody's still willing to pony up for actual footage of
Yeah, they
a
are.
real mermaid.
I mean, how would you be able to tell that a picture was real? I mean, with all the technology we have now, I would think that they'd be like, oh, no, you need to capture her now. Mm-hmm.
Well, and think of all the things you can buy. I mean, you can almost buy an authentic bodysuit that you could, I mean, if you're a good swimmer.
Yeah, they have those women that
Yeah.
do parties and stuff in the ocean as mermaids. Okay. So
She doesn't want to talk anymore about the party girls.
so we're going to go, this is called the Zimbabwe Dam. In 2012, Zimbabwe dam workers were trying to install a water pump for local agriculture. When the pumps were blocked, local workers and divers were hired to see what was blocking the pipes. After submerging to investigate these pipes and resurfacing, these local divers and workers swore they would never return to those waters again because they had seen a mermaid. But the government didn't believe the workers and their claims of seeing a mermaid in the depths, so they hired divers and dam workers from outside the area.
Uh-huh.
But these new people reported seeing the same thing and refused to go back in there and finish the repairs.
So, I mean, that had to have been a scary-ass looking mermaid to scare them off from not going back down there.
And to this day, the dam is still not finished.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Damn!
Oh, my God, guys. This is what I live with.
So, this is the other portion of it that it makes me think. But what is a siren?
Right.
Are they evil mermaids? Are they mermaids?
I think a siren and a mermaid are the same thing. I think one's just
Evil?
you see the good, but then it's actually evil. I think that's what
I could see that. So,
they want you to see and think that they're good, but
sirens started making appearances in other ancient mythologies from the Middle East. They were described as fish-tailed creatures with human heads, but they had wings.
Wings?
Wings. Yeah.
Oh.
The Middle Eastern depiction somehow influenced how the Greeks perceived these sirens. New portrayals started emerging involving half-human, half-fish creatures with wings.
I
Yeah. Since the early 14th centuries, Sirens were no longer bird-like creatures. Their standard appearance became beautiful women with fishtails and hypnotic voices that they used to control their victims, and what are known today as mermaids. Yet, people rarely use the term sirens to describe these creatures. They're just mermaids anymore. Sailors would say in certain bodies of water where ships have sank that sirens were the main cause of the ship's demise, using their beautiful voices to lure sailors to the rocky waters where the sirens were sitting, crashing their ships, and the sirens pulling the sailors into deep water to kill and eat them.
Mm-hmm. See, that's what I think of when I hear sirens, is, you know, the definitely the evil side of whether it be the mermaid or where they're just, you know, ocean creatures that plunder and kill like a pirate.
Well, you know, they probably use their voices and their beauty to get the men to go up there and get what they want, and then they eat them, kill them and eat them. I did find one eyewitness, and it's a little out there, so I don't know if it's, you know, one of those that's just like was somebody's story that they started, but they're claiming it's real. This guy says, I wanted to take a walk and I basically live on the beach, so I was thinking of just surfing. I'm not entirely sure how, but I knew that something was off, yet I brushed off the feeling. I walked along the beach for around 15 minutes, then I got to surfing. After a while, I sat on my board and let the waves carry me. I could see the island about 200 meters in front of me. I got closer to it and I heard the most beautiful sound. It was a woman singing. She was beautiful and she had the voice of an angel. I felt as if I was being entranced by her voice. I was compelled to get closer to her. I noticed she had female friends surrounding her. They were all in the water.
Yeah, they did.
Very, very deep water.
Oh.
I was getting closer and closer, but that is when I saw it. I couldn't believe it. I was in shock. She didn't have legs. Instead, it was a fishtail.
Dun, dun, dun.
It was all caps, fishtail. See?
Mm-hmm, I see it.
I was practically thrown out of my trance, and I swam away as fast as I could, but her and her friends were faster. They surrounded me, and I feared for my life. Then I remembered what my teacher had told me in high school.
Oh, shit.
About sirens and how to kill them. The sirens were fated to die if a mortal ever resisted their beckoning. They kept singing, and I kept trying to resist, but they were strong. They began feeling pain and crying in agony. It was working. They were backing down. They stopped singing and swam away. After that, I went back home, and I never had an incident with a siren ever again. See what I mean?
I liked it. That was
See what I mean?
like that's comic book material right there.
Your storytelling of it
was awesome.
Yeah. So is that true? Is that true with the sirens? If you can resist them, that kind of that's their kryptonite?
I guess.
Right on.
I mean, nobody really says, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, we have one account of somebody who actually resisted and said it worked. How many of them tried to resist but didn't, and you never heard from them again?
Yeah.
So you don't know how that worked out.
And then the Discovery Channel did a documentary, like air quotes, documentary of some like mermaids, and they had like real found footage of mermaids and all this other stuff, and it was just. Then later on, they came out and said it was fake, but yeah, they looked more fish-like than half human, half fish.
Right.
Like they had the gills on their what are they on their face?
Right, on their cheeks.
And their fingers were webbed, and their fins came up, or their tail came up higher.
What is she doing over there?
She is visually, yeah.
I'm trying to explain it. Their tails came up higher on their chest than, like, you know, boob height or.
So they didn't have any breast. It was just tail that came up to about their armpits or whatever.
Yeah. No, like seashell bras or anything.
Dang.
It wasn't pretty.
It wasn't.
I mean,
It wasn't Ariel.
Let's be
type
honest.
mermaid.
Let's be honest. If you ran into a mermaid, do you really think that they'd have a seashell bra? No, they would just be all natural. They would be.
Their noodles would be all squishing around.
That water's cold too, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm saying.
But
No?
I mean,
No, I think, yeah. I don't, like I said, I think mermaids are probably evil and they just look pretty for a moment until they get you in their grips and then.
Well, and that goes back
things come
to
out.
your Blackbeard portion of your story where he said stay away. Was that because those were sirens and they were pulling him in?
Yeah.
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 Oh.
Yeah. The whole time, all I wanted to
But,
like Disney would love your plus.
But I did read where the Little Mermaid, the actual story was a lot
More,
darker,
darker.
than what
Disney put out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I often heard that it was pretty. It was actually the real one is pretty dark.
Yeah. Like all those Disney, a lot of those Disney princesses, their stories weren't as wonderful as Disney made out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They took them from, the Grimm brothers or whatever and made them cute.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, come on. That's the beauty of it. You get the bright side, but there is the dark side.
Well, it's like we've talked about before. There are so many. Where did these people come up with these ideas? It's because of,
some truth, yeah.
Yeah. It's because Blackbeard said he saw a freaking mermaid, and so they made a movie, and,
They even had a picture of his, what he would have made his logbook look like. And there's islands over here, and then there's big rocks, and then there's women sitting on them, and they got fish tails. And
I like that. I've from Splash to The Little Mermaid to Siren, which was a show on WB, I think. I watched those.
I didn't see that one, but I did see a movie where this old fisherman caught a mermaid in his fishing net, like the big time fishing net, and he brought her home and put her in his bathtub because he thought she was dead, and he was going to make all this money off of her. Well, then she ended up waking up, and she was this beautiful woman, and so he got this giant fish tank for her to live in, and she would put her hand on the side, and he would put his hand on there, and then he would see in his mind them together and having her being human and having a family and all this other stuff. And she got him to get into the water with her, and she killed him and ate him.
Yep.
Fucking women.
Fucking fish women.
Yeah.
Fishy women.
But I thought it was, with the Little Mermaid coming out and everything last month or 2 months ago, I thought it would be.
No, I loved it. I actually, when you told me about it, I was super excited about it, and you didn't disappoint.
No,
some great stories.
It was good.
Well, a lot of the eyewitness accounts and stories were pretty much all the same. They saw them with dolphins, or they saw them a pot of whales or something, and yeah.
Did anybody see him with a crab?
I did not have. Or
Under
crabs.
the sea. Did they have crabs? There you go. Terrible.
And flounder and all the little things go with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I wonder if they're so scary, I wonder if sharks would be scared of them. If they would be bigger predators than sharks, like great whites. Because if you think about it, they could sing above water. They probably could underwater too.
I'm just thinking that, sharks don't necessarily hunt underwater, do they? They hunt seals and stuff like that on the surface, right? The surface of the water.
Yeah, sometimes.
So, if they would happen to see a mermaid underneath the water, would they attack him as as such, or would they consider it a food source? That's where my contemplation went.
Well, I mean,
to.
they sometimes divers get bit by sharks. I mean,
that's true. But the divers that usually get hit or get attacked, are they provoking by, because a lot of the time they'll chud the water
that's true.
And kind of get them rolling. So is that, most of the attacks you hear about are surfers or stuff like that who get bit because, they're on their board and they look like a giant seal. So they're coming up to for a food source. That'd be interesting. You know who we should ask? We should ask Cordy about that. I bet she knows. Maybe. My niece is really into sharks and wants to go into marine biology, and she's very deep into studying all that stuff. So all right, nice job.
Thanks.
That was fun.
Oh, I did. I enjoyed that very much. So
yeah. And if you guys enjoyed it, hit me up. Let us know at theunitedstatesofparanormal@gmail.com. Also, don't be shy to go check out photos of the Rocker Chick and JDubb and yours truly on theunitedstatesofparanormal.com, where you can also find our merch store.
Yeah, go buy some.
Yeah, get yourself a Great White Bald Beaver t-shirt. They're awesome. They are awesome.
I think I need to get that one,
I need to get one myself. And get mine in tank top form. Tank top. Yeah. Speaking of tank tops, my condolences to Donnie Baker. I know it's not his real name. It's just it's something Sexton. Donnie Baker passed away. The comedian. We've been kind of kicking around watching his stuff a lot. So I just now dawned on me when I said tank top, because he always kind of that character always was had a funny voice, and he was Donnie Baker was an interesting character. But yeah, so I know it's been a couple weeks ago since that happened, but Indiana lost a great comedian when he passed away. So anyways, moving on. Thank you for listening to the United States Paranormal. We so much appreciate our listeners and our fans and all of the emails. And please don't stop. Please keep them coming. We love to hear them, and I try to answer every one of them personally, just because I care. Because I love to see them, and I love to hear from the listeners. So you will get an email back from Golden Jay.
Oh yeah, he's so excited when he gets them. It's like, I get home from work and he's like, oh, we got an email.
Well, they've been so interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, the ones I just thought, super interesting.
Oh,
so
yeah. I agree. I agree.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you too for all your hard work that you guys keep putting into this, and couldn't do it without you. Nobody would want to listen to me babble on about shit for.
You would. Yep.
I would enjoy it. Because I love the sound of my own voice while I hold the tape measure. Hey, if you like us, you might like one of the other 4 podcasts that I'm on, or anything else in the Golden Mojo Empire. We have The Call Guys on Mondays. On Tuesdays, it's Golden Image Podcast. On Thursdays, you get a double dose. You get a little Indiana Chiefs fans and Golden 80s. You could listen to Golden Jay all day on Thursdays.
All day.
Golden Jay all day.
I did today. I listened to Indiana Chiefs fans, and then I listened to Golden 80s because I love to hear myself talk. Anyway, and then on Fridays, you got the Murd Nerds and a Court of Books and Booze. So go check out all of those. You can find anything you want to know about those podcasts at goldenmojoent.com. And thank you guys for the support and the love and everything. You guys have got us up. The last I checked, we're up to 88 in the charts. Woo-hoo! We are rising. And it's all because of you guys, and I so much appreciate you guys doing that. Give us a little more help getting up there, rate, review, do all that stuff. Get us up higher. We want to get into the top 50 I think we're under the social and culture area and documentaries. So, because they don't really have a
paranormal.
They don't have a paranormal stamp on there, yeah. So, but yeah, well, thank you guys so much, and keep the emails coming. Keep the stories coming.
Yes, please.
Loving them. Loving every one of them. And keep it spooky. I'll see you on the other side.
Bye.
To support other Golden Mojo Entertainment productions, check out Golden Image Podcast, The Call Guys, and Murd Nerds wherever you enjoy listening to podcasts. To see photos and find new episodes of the United States of Paranormal, follow us on our social media. Twitter at TUSOPPOD, or Instagram at the United States of Paranormal, and Facebook, the United States of Paranormal. If you have a place that you'd like us to look into, or would like to share your spooky story that we can read on the air, please email us at theunitedstatesofparanormal@gmail.com.